Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new review. Behind me is the new 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper. This is the premium trim and a long-range rear-wheel drive. We're gonna check it out. This is also the updated small refresh with the black headliner, 16-inch screen. So let's check out the beautiful spec behind us and dive into the review. So here it is, the new 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper. This is the premium trim, long-range rear-wheel drive and a small refresh. It has black badges on the back, and on the interior it has the black headliner and the 16-inch upgraded screen. Now this is also the vehicle with the biggest range for the Model Y. It's also rear-wheel drive, so meaning the electric motor is on the rear axle producing 220 kilowatts of power, which is equal to 299 horsepower. Launching this Model Y 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.6 seconds. The top speed is limited to 201 kilometers per hour. Now inside is a big 82 kilowatt hour battery. It is NMC chemistry, and it is the LG's 5M battery. It is a 400 volt architecture. Usable is 79 kilowatt hour, and it's going to give you a WLTP range of 661 kilometers. But on the BMS, when you charge it to 100%, it's 500 plus, so it really depends on your driving style, but you can definitely squeeze out 500 kilometers or close out of this car. Now, charging is 11 kilowatts on AC, 250 on DC, and this is still without the vehicle to load. It's still exclusive only for the performance. Hopefully they will update all of these non-performance Junipers so they can also enjoy that feature. I think I've said all of the technical details. If I've missed anything, or if you missed anything, you can find it in the video description. There's a link. Now, price for this specification is currently 51,000 euros. It was 1,000 euros cheaper at the beginning of the year, but Tesla, the raise of demand, increased the price by 1,000 euros in Europe. Now, this white color is standard or free in some European countries. In some, it's the Silver Gray. In Croatia, it's a paid option, and we have the black interior. You can also option a white one. You're going to see that, so the black one is standard. Now let's check out the car. It is a beautiful family SUV and favorite among Tesla fans. Now I really personally love the white color. You can see it here in the sun. Now I've left the lights on. You can see it's flickering on the camera, but in person during the day, this one is very bright, and the whole LED bar is like dimmed but on. These are the turn signals, but at night the whole LED bar is max brightness. You also have here the main headlight, so this is not a fog light. There are no more fog lights in Tesla. These are also matrix, so they create shadows for the traffic in front of you or in the opposite lane, not to blind other drivers, which is an amazing feature, and I think it should be standard hopefully in the near future. But it is standard in most Tesla cars. Now over here you can see there's some air tunneling on the side, and there's no ultrasonic or parking sensors, so Tesla is using cameras. But the Juniper had first the front camera. It also has a washer nozzle, and you can see there's only air intake at the bottom, so the top is obviously closed since this is, again, an electric vehicle. We have here unpainted black. It's also on the wheel arches and the side skirts, so if you're going to an unpaved road, your car is protected. Now, beautiful front end. Now this is probably my favorite color, especially in summer. It repels the most heat, and it's a beauty. You can choose different colors, of course. There's like dark gray, light gray, blue, black, and red, including this white. Now these are the standard 19-inch wheels. If I come close, you can see we have here 255/45 R19. You can also spec optionally the 20-inch alloys. So these are also alloys. You can see here 5-spoke, but they have this plastic cover for better aerodynamics. You also have a little Tesla T there, so you can take those off, but pay attention. If you put these on, they have metal clips, so they're really hard to remove without tool, and those metal clips will damage your alloys. So I would advise you to consider if you want to put them on once you buy the car, because they get delivered in your cargo in the box, so really think, do you want to put them on or not? Now, this also has the new frequency selective dampening shocks, so better comfort and better ride quality. Less noise coming into the cabin. Now you can see that I've mentioned all of this. Black plastic below. Now, standard cameras, high resolution in the Juniper. Now you can see here the side mirrors, they added this only on the Juniper, not on the Model 3. It is reducing the wind noise around the side mirrors. Now we have the classical handles still. You can see here auto dimming on the side mirrors, which are also heated, by the way. Now you can see here the VIN number. This is produced in the Giga Berlin. Now there's a speaker bar. You probably already saw the dash, so we're going to come to that in the interior. Over here you can see autopilot cameras, bigger resolution, and light sensor. Still no rain sensor. Now, double laminated front windshield and panel roof. The panel roof has a metal coating, so you can see it's a little bit like blue looking. And compared to the Legacy, here where it ends, compared to the Legacy, which only has this like a standard tint, the interior cabin at really hot summer day like this, plus 30 degrees Celsius, comes to 70, 75, so it's like an oven. By the way, you can see here double and then standard glass. So this one and this one are standard. These are double pane glass. So many YouTubers say it's all, but it's not. These on the back are not. Now let me back up so you can see the profile of this beautiful SUV. It has the coupe back end, but it's still very spacious. Now you can see also cameras on the B pillars, tinted windows on the back on the Model Y, unlike the Model 3. Now let's move to the back here. So we have here this light on the side. There's a cat eye here. You can tap here, open the charge port. This is the Type 2 in Europe, or AC up to 11 kilowatts, and then this is the DC combined, or CCS2, 250 kilowatts on a Tesla supercharger. Heat pump is standard, of course. Now, this is the back end. The flap will close in about 2 minutes or so don't worry about that. And I've left the lights on, so the rear tailgate light bar is not flickering. You can see it better when I'm like this lower. You can see the diffuser is discreet. It's not too aggressive like the one on the Performance Model Y Juniper, but it does give it a little bit sportier look. This is extended, so if you get hit, maybe this won't be damaged, so we can just replace the bottom part. Same with this top piece, which is the spoiler, plastic, aluminum. Now you can see close-up of the LED bar, and we have here the backing camera. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the washer nozzle. So I've backed up. You can hear the sound. If you stand behind, after 3 beeps, it's going to open. We have here black Tesla leathers. So this is the revised version, and we have here the long range instead of silver now in black. Also, if you get the all-wheel drive, you get the dual motor also in black. Now you can see the beautiful Model Y. I really love this car. It's probably the best on the market. Now we also have here cat eyes, and all Tesla Model Ys come with the prepped tow winch or tow hook, and also here we have the cold LED license plate illumination. Now there's a button you can press here to open or stand behind. So that one just closed. 1, 2, 3, and it should open. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. It did open just a moment before, but if you stand next to it, it's going to open. So if you have groceries, it's just easy to put them inside. Now you can see that the tailgate is the taillights as well. So these on the bottom come on when it's open. I'm a 2-meter tall person, or 6.6 in feet. Watch out not to hit your head. So this is the tallest position. You can also program the height, like you can lower this and hold the closing button until you hear a confirmation sound. So I'm going to memorize the tallest position. You heard that sound, now memorize the height. So if you have a lower ceiling, you don't want to hit your tailgate, you can memorize a lower position. Now, on the top, you can see here textile and also textile. You have a nice light that illuminates everything perfectly at night. Now, here's the massive and easily accessible cargo space. It is 854 liters of cargo space. If you knock down the seats, it's 2,138 liters of cargo volume. Now, this is nice and flat, and you also have here carpet, so it's easy to put suitcases inside. Now, you can open this. You can see there's a lot of room. You can put a big carry-on inside, and with Tesla you get this public AC charging cable, and inside here is a, let me show that, a tow winch. So you can, if you didn't spec it, you can order it later. Again, the car has a prep for it, so it's no big deal if you didn't immediately spec it, maybe because of the incentive limitation for the budget of the car and so on. Now, you can fold this one and store it in here. So that's why these are here. By the way, this one can stand like that if you push it in there. And if you move this one, there's also extra storage room there. So if this is flat like this, then you can open it easily. Now you have really deep pockets on the side. On the left one, you have a 12-volt outlet, and you have here a little tab you pull out. So this one releases the cable if it gets locked for some reason on the charge port. Okay, now I've deliberately left this one. You can see there's space, you can keep it there, or you can knock down the seats by a button, so you don't have to go around to the side. The seats on the front will move out of the way if they are close. You can see them moving, and then you can take this one out. So let me show you the cargo when all seats down. You can sleep in this car. It's a great car for camping. Now this one is easily put back. Now it has here magnets and over here. So look at this. Let me try to do this with one hand. So it should just snap into position. Okay, it's not moving because of the magnets. And you can easily, not this, underneath this first piece, push it up, fold like that, easy. And you don't have to go around. These seats go up and down electronically, and they split 60-40 or 40-40-20. You have those ISOFIX if you have a child seat. Now also the seats can be reclined, and the rear headrest is height adjustable. You can press here and lower them. Now, textile, softly padded, so all great for sound. The small refresh also has these stoppers a little bit bigger. You can see those. So that's that. And you have, of course, two power struts for closing. Now it slows down at the end, and it doesn't slam, which is a huge upgrade to the Legacy, which was a little bit loud. Now, moving to the interior. Same handles, improved closing sound. Why, you might wonder? Well, Frunk, the main lead engineer from Tesla, said they improved this mechanism. Now, also, you have double pane side windows. Now, let's check out the interior. So this is softly padded, same. This is a little bit of rough textile. In the all-wheel drive versions, you get the Alcantara inside. Now, this is textile. There's a speaker there, and you have the ambient light strip. All softly padded leatherette. Same here for the pockets with textile inside. There's an emergency opening. You pull this in case of emergency. You can unlock the door if the power goes out. Now, windows are fully automatic. This one goes down to this height, and the doors go all the way down here, so you can see that. They've also improved these seals. Now you can see again, this one is a single glass. This is the double So that's that. Now, you can see here the carpets you get with a Tesla, standard. Now this is textile, so no plastic. Improved NVH, noise, vibration, and harshness, so more quieter cabin. Now you can press here and again lower this from the side. Now you can see this is almost flat, but it's slightly going up, and that is the massive cargo from the inside. Now they've also redesigned these seat belts on the pillars so they're not in the way of the seats when they're going up and down. You can of course interrupt this, as you can see that, by pressing, and when you're sitting you can use these buttons for recline. I'm gonna jump inside. Now the AC fans are loud. Let me just lower these to the side. So you have the rear screen here. You can increase the fan speed or lower it. You can choose where you want the direction. You can see the outside temperature here, 38. It's a little bit less, but on the sun in the car. And you can see the time. You can control the rear seats. You can fold them. You can move the front seat, which is amazing if you have kids, if your wife is sitting on the back with a child. You have here music, streaming services, games for kids, and here you can connect Bluetooth headset or headphones, and that's that. Now here's the front. I'll just reduce this to low so you can hear me better. Now you can see plenty of feet room, plenty of knee room. I was sitting on the front. You have these nice pockets, and since this is an EV, there's even more room on the middle seat. Now, comfortable seats here on the back, unfortunately not ventilated. The ventilated seats are only on the front. Now here you have the armrest with two adjustable cups with a rubber mat, and you have also a big headrest on the rear that you would preferably lower down so you can see better behind yourself. Now behind yourself it's a little bit narrow, but you can see on the back. Now the metal finishes here for signal, and over here you can see there's a little more headroom. Now if you press here, you have hooks on the back, and you also have these lights. They can increase in brightness or you can switch them off. You also have height adjustable seat belts. It would be cool if they added another hook here, but you know, it's just an idea for a future upgrade. Let's hear the closing sound. So great closing sound. One more time, because the AC is going to go off, but it's also going to turn on when I open the door. So good closing sound. Now let me show you the headspace. So I'm straight and I'm barely touching the glass. I can recline a little bit, and now I have slightly more room. I'm also more comfortable. So you can recline the seats by using those buttons on the side. You can put them in 90-degree position or just lay back down. Now it is super hot. You can see through this metal coating. You can even see the sun. Ooh, you can even see the sun rays. Maybe not, but through the dirt it looks like you can see the fire from the sun. Okay, let's get to the front of the car, where you're going to spend most of your time if you purchase the car. Okay, also improved closing sound, double pane glass. Super quiet in cabin, especially in the highway. Love it. Now you have a little reflector here. I will do a night tour of this car as well, so night review. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be in a separate video. Now, same here. You have all 4 window controls. This is the emergency release on the front door. Same pockets. You have a speaker here with a metal finish. You have a Model Y aluminum door step in black. Tire pressure. There's no bar, but you can have it on the screen, so you can find it there. Now you can see the carpets you get rubber paddles for the automatic. And we have here powered seats. So back and forward, up and down. So this is for the knee area. And then you have the up and down for the whole seat. You have the tilt and you have the lumbar, but only for the driver. Now you can see the leatherette seats, again heated and ventilated on the front. These are the black seats. You can also get white with the white interior. View at the top, and you can see the black new headliner. Okay, good closing sound. Now I will try to manually lower the fan speed so you can hear me better. This is loud, but it's super hot in the car as well. Now, since I'm at the AC controls, you can see here you can disable the auto and then you can increase the fan speed. If you press auto, you have low, medium, or high. You can switch off the AC here. You also have the biodefense mode. You have here heated steering wheel. You have the swing option, and you have the ventilated and heated seats. So that's great, but if you have a wet back, that's not cool because you don't want to get a stiff back. You can keep AC here if you get out. You have the pet mode and camp mode. Now you can also engage rear. On this one you also have heated option, and here you have low or high for the rear. As you saw, you can disable it here, but I'm going to enable it. It's by default off, but it goes on if there's someone seating or if someone is buckled up on the rear. You just pull it up like this, tap on the top, it goes down. We're going to come back to the screen, but let me just again manually lower that down. I hope you heard me. Now let me switch to wireless. There's going to be a point of view driving with no comments during the day and night point of view driving review, where I'm going to summon my impressions. I will also do a range test with this car, so we're going to see how it performs. Now let's check out the steering wheel. We have the smooth leatherette. This is the vegan leather or man-made. 3-spoke steering wheel, flat bottom. This is the new Juniper, also share with the Model 3 Highland. Now you have here a long beam washer, music up and down, press to mute, press the sides to skip, autopilot, press to engage, up and down for speed, sides for the distance, follow distance, voice commands, and cameras. High resolution cameras, look at this, and you have here front and rear. You can wash the front. I don't want to wash it, so it's going to be all wet, but you have that option. Now you can press here to bring or lower the cameras back. We have the turn signal stock. On the Highland Model 3 used to be here, but on the Juniper it was never there. No gear selector stock, so you have the on the screen. Now I did try the beta thing. It works okay until it doesn't, so I'm still very skeptical about it. Now this is all softly padded. You have this rough textile, and you can order this in Alcantara, but you can potentially order the entire door if you want Alcantara, but it's way expensive. I just wish Tesla would keep Alcantara on the premium trims. So if you want Alcantara, at least in the doors, you have to go for the all-wheel drive. Then you can optionally buy that in the service. You can see the ambient light. Again, we're going to see that at night, and the black headliner. Now underneath here, everything padded by leatherette, 2 wireless chargers. There is spacious. There's also some room here. So there's a light. I'm going to show you that at night. There is a 12-volt outlet. You can see that cover there, and you press, it closes. So this one is 2 adjustable cups with a rubber mat. Press to close. Armrest, nice and soft. So it uses here magnets to get closed. It's not loud. You have here plenty of space and a USB-C. Also, you can order here and on the front one 2 like cubbies, so you can have increased storage room. The seats are very comfortable. This is the back end. You can also see now the black headliner. I like it. Before, that one was black in the back, but the top was light, including the front pillars. Glove box, reduced. You can see the little USB-A with a thumbstick. This one has the light. In the Model 3, or at least the standard or the entry one, there was no light. Now, auto dimming mirror. You can see behind yourself, but it's very narrow, and you can see very far back. So you can again press to use the rear camera for that purpose. We have a camera here, and on the top we have hazards. We also have these touch lights. If I hold the brake and hold here, you can engage here, shortcuts, park, reverse, neutral, drive. Now on this, you have forward and backward. You can tap for park, but you don't have neutral. If you want to do automated car wash, you put it here in neutral, just in case you were wondering. Now, this is still magnetic, same as the cover here. It's a smart cover. And you have the beauty mirror. They didn't remove this film, so I'm gonna leave it there. And preferably remove that, because afterwards it's hard to remove it. It's meant to be removed. And this is not fully covered, but look at this, it extends. So you can also tilt it. Yeah, that's that. Now this one, if you put it like this, it's curved, so it's reducing this. You can't really hold it like this. As you can see, it just keeps going down. So that's something they should maybe improve. But otherwise, the entire car is more or less perfect. Plenty of headroom for a, again, 2 meter tall person, or 6.16 feet. You can see that. Now, let me dive you through the screen real fast. I did cover this multiple times. You have the new avatar, high resolution with this marble finish. You can see here the brakes. This looks like a video game. You have all these shortcuts. You can open everything. You need to close the front bonnet, but the tailgate is openable and closable, same as the charge port. From this menu, you have also lock, unlock. You have here profiles, and here you can see, you can tap, switch to kilometers or percentage. Now here you have music, trip computer, and so on. Trip computer, you can move it like that. So that's handy. You can have classical view with the map, satellite view. This is part of the premium connection. You need to subscribe to it. It's 10 euros a month. And here you can find superchargers. Car is going to preheat and navigate to them. You can also see weather forecast. So this is for Europe currently. You can have it with a satellite view. Also here you can tap, double tap to zoom, or just do this. And you can press here to see traffic. Now, when you're in drive, you can, if you have the enhanced autopilot, which is 100 euros a month, until your country approves the FSD supervised, you have this amazing full screen view of the surrounding area. You can see how the car sees this stuff all around it. Now, if you are in drive, you release the brake, or excuse me, if you unbuckle, the car is going to put itself into park. So that's good. Or you can hold here. I prefer personally the stock, but it is what it is. There is application shortcuts here. You can drag apps, rearrange them. You also have voice commands for Spotify, for change climate, and so on. Here's the trip computer. I haven't really reset anything. I'm going to do my own range test, consumption test, and so on. Now, I'll quickly run you through the menus. This is the screen here. You have a car wash mode. You can adjust here the mirrors with the steering wheel buttons and the steering wheel. You have here acceleration, deceleration. All the features are here. So I've used auto shift beta on. I'm giving it a try. You can also do it out of park. Now, since this big battery is not an LFP, you have here daily or trip. You can see all of those. Tesla has renamed this from FSD to self-driving. You can see all the settings, and you can see here locks, Now we have here lights. You can play with the ambient lights. You can say night only, and you have here sync with music. And there's also, I saw somewhere, a LED bar has a blind spot warning now. We're going to see that at night. If you lock these here, they disable the rear windows and the side seat controls. You can also move the front seat here from the driver position and fold the rear so you don't have to go to the back. If you're, picking up someone at the airport, you need to leave quickly. You have the dark mode. You're going to see that at night, so you can keep that also during the day if you prefer. On auto, it doesn't switch it to dark mode in tunnels or garages, which I wish Tesla would just finally do with a software update. And you can change here units and so on. You can schedule charging when it's cheap tariff. You have here Sentry mode and other options. Service menu. So tire pressure is recommended 2.9. Same as the 18-inch for the Model 3. This is for the 19-inch. And software, you can see the current software, and this is the Model Y long range. You can also type here your license plate. If you like that, you can see it then on the car itself. This has the hardware 4, although it was 4.5, but Tesla is saying that it isn't, whatever. And you can see here, you can do all of those. And you have low trips profiles. You can enable easy entry, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and this is the audio settings. You have balance. I prefer to put it on the back so it engages the rear speaker so you have a feeling of 3D sound. Otherwise, if it's in the center, you only hear it from the speaker bar, because this in Europe doesn't have the premium sound, so there's no subwoofer speaker in the back of the car. Now, you can also choose which one of these you want to use for media. If you remove one of these, they're not going to be shown, so that's that. Okay, cutting in, not to forget, here you control the sound, or here, so I'm just gonna you can press to play and roll up for volume. Just gonna play some demo here. So really good sound system. It is not better than the premium, which has the subwoofer in the back, but it's a pretty good sound system in this bass sound system, I gotta say. So I can't play it for too long not to get a copyright strike. I think I covered everything. I don't want this video to be too super long. Stay tuned for the night review and the driving videos. I'm going to open the front bonnet, or the Frunk, and we're gonna wrap up the video. So you get 117 liters of cargo volume on the front. Easy to put in a suitcase, a carry-on. There's a tow winch, and there's no light. So in the Model 3 there is, but they've added here in the Juniper, you can put some ice here and drain it out, or if you spill something like a washer fluid, for example, again, you can just easily spray that with a hose if you have a house and just clean it out more easily. They removed the washer fluid reservoir closer. It used to be here on the Legacy. You still have in this one HEPA filter, and you have this pyrotechnic system. So if you, God forbid, hit a pedestrian, the front bonnet will open up to reduce the impact, so the pedestrian doesn't hit the hard glass. This has a 2 latch mechanism, so you need to press it until you hear 2 clicks, and that is it. That was the full tour of the new Tesla Model Y Juniper premium trim long range rear-wheel drive. And guys, that's it. If you liked the video, be a cool person, give it a like, share it on Tesla forums or Reddit, and it might help someone else. So if you find it informative, do share. Now, also tell me in the comment section below, how do you like this spec? And by the way, this spec is no longer available. You might be thinking, what? Yes, well, Tesla changes every quarter something in their cars. This specific specification now gets Tesla's 4680 battery in Europe. So if you're ordering this spec, it's a big chance you're going to get that battery. Now, it's a slightly less range according to WLTP, but it's still more or less the same. Now, if you are ordering a new Tesla, make sure to use someone's referral code, because you both get 1,000 kilometers of free supercharging on Tesla network. So if you order straight from a Tesla webpage, you're gonna miss on that. If you find this video informative and like to reward my work, you can order with mine. The link is in the video description for my referral, or you can use your friends or any other Tesla owner. It's completely fine. Just make sure you use someone's so you don't miss out on free supercharging. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.